Hi guys, welcome back. We have here with us a 911 991 GT3 RS. So a bit of backstory about the GT3 RS. So the GT3 nameplate was introduced in 1999 and it was the homologation and a bit of a hope back to the 911 RSs, where they removed the additional weights and made it more racing and track focused. So the GT3 were first introduced, as I said, with the 996 generation, and then the RS version was introduced in 2003, again in the 996 series. So the RS takes it up another level. So essentially that gave it more lightweight, more track focused ability. It also came with certain specification that was as standard, so you didn't need to pay additional things like carbon ceramics. And the 997 GT3 RS were also introduced in 2005. So we will now jump in to the 991 RS and what makes this car so special. So in terms of the performance figures, this GT3 RS has just under 500 brake horsepower, 463 Newton meters of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds in tops at 193 miles an hour. It weighs just a tad over 1400 kilograms. The 991 GT3 RS was introduced at the Geneva Motor Show in 2015. So what differentiated this from the previous GT3 RSs were things like these louvers above the fenders that brought more air for cooling. It had more additional weight saving measures. Things like the front bonnet is carbon fiber, the roof is magnesium, the polycarbonate rear window, which gives it that lightweight saving. You get the bigger wing on the car. The car is finished in lava orange, which is actually my favorite color on this car, and in fact it looks a lot better in person than it does in photos, etc., because in person it's got that level of subtleness without being overly loud, like maybe a bright yellow color or a purple, which is the GT3 RSs come in. But at the same time it also allows you to see the lines of the car just beautifully, so you can see the detail without compromising the color being too loud or too subtle. The other spec that comes with this car, like I said, as standard, it comes with the carbon ceramic brakes, and they're absolutely huge. The alloys are 21-inch forged alloys. The tires are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, which just perform amazingly well. The headlights are the Porsche dynamic cornering headlights with the LEDs, daytime LED running lights around it. Again, gives it a really aggressive look with the black accents around it. You get the sports design wing mirror. The upper part of the front windscreen is also tinted. You get the fire extinguisher in the car, so you know it's a serious piece of kit if there has to be fire extinguisher. This front splitter, which gives it a really aggressive look, is actually a consumable part, so it doesn't cost an arm and a leg if you replace it, on this car it's absolutely mint, which just goes to show this obviously been driven very, very carefully. You get these grills that protect the radiators, and the GT cars are the only 911s that come with these grills, and they look absolutely magnificent. So there's obviously a theme about lightweight and saving weight, and they've gone so far as making the front badge as a sticker rather than a proper metal piece. The things that identify that this is a serious piece of kit and you go on RS behind you are those louvers, and then as you work your way further back you've got these turbo-like intakes which help with the cooling. And then sort of coming around the back you've got these gorgeous rear brake lights which have the reverse light within it, followed by this sort of ducktail, which again is quite exquisite. and then the huge wing up above. There are a few more intakes for air and for dissipation of hot air, and they're covered in this metallic grille, which looks really, really nice. You've got the center exit exhaust, which is obviously only for the GT model cars, so the GT3 and the GT3 RS. Onto the engine bay. There isn't a huge deal to see. Lift up the wing and you see the nameplate, which says GT3 RS 4.0. You've got the 2 fans and then the coolant and the engine oil filler caps, and you've got this really nice carbon fiber plate here. So that's all you get to see in this car. The rest is just about enjoying its performance. With the GT3 RS, as standard, you get the Club Sport package, and that includes and gives you the roll cage, which is finished in the body color, lava orange, the driver harness, 6-point harness, the mounted fire extinguisher up at the front by the passenger seat, and it also gives you the battery master switch as well. The carbon bucket seats are based on the 918 Spider, and the stitching is finished in lava orange, which complements the seats very well. You've got this leather inserts within them, and then down in the middle you've got in lava orange Alcantara. The seat belts are finished in lava orange as well. The steering wheel is covered in Alcantara with lava orange stitching, and the 12 o'clock marker in lava orange. And the combination between Alcantara and leather I like very much in this car. It's got that right amount of balance between certain bits and pieces being in lava orange, like the door pulls, the bit of lava orange Alcantara on the door cards, and then the stitching in leather on the dashboard is also in lava orange. You get Alcantara on the glove box, on the PDK gearbox lever, the center console, again in lava orange, and then it goes back at the back as well, which is covered in Alcantara. All the roof lining is also covered in Alcantara, including the sun visor. So in terms of the driving position, I find the bucket seats absolutely fine. We're coming onto a cattle grid, so this is where the front axle system is absolutely essential. So you can slow down and you don't have to scrape the front of the car. And then as you speed up, if you get over 30 miles an hour, the car will lower itself and you get a notification and it says front vehicle is lowered. I mean, this car is infamous for its sound and handling, and you know, once you get it above 5,000 RPM, it really does sound amazing. This PDK 7-speed gearbox is absolutely phenomenal. The ECU learns your behavior, so if you drive a little bit aggressively for a period of time, it knows to hold the gears a bit longer. But if you wanted all hell to break loose, you can also put the car in PDK Sport, and then that will give you harder shifting. So onto the brakes. You obviously get the carbon ceramic brakes as standard on these cars, and they're tuned a little bit differently on the GT3 RSs. And what it essentially gives you is that it doesn't give you that instant bite. It's actually more progressive, which is what gives it that track orientation. Because on the track, you know, you don't want the brakes just to bite into the discs. You know, you want that progressive feeling. So that may take somebody a little bit getting used to. So the ceramic brakes, no doubt, are phenomenal, but you still need to know how to use it. Such a capable car. Not only does it look phenomenal, it drives even better. And that flat 6 hull, oof, is so addictive. so addictive. This particular car has one previous owner from new. That person had it until 2019, and the previous owner has had it up until now, and the car is available for sale at Invictus Porsche. The car has full main dealer service history. Last it was serviced in July 2020, where it had the major service, so all the fluids, the spark plugs, the tire sealant compound was also replaced, so it's not due for a service for almost another year. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like and subscribe.